गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Last week we saw the first verse of the Nirvan Shatkam or Atma Shatkam. Mano buddhya ankara chittani naham na cha shrotra jivhe na cha ghrana netre na cha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayuhu chidananda rupaha shivoham shivoham. And today we look at the second one. Na cha prana sanjnyo na vai pancha vayuhu न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशाः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं. न च prana sanjnah, meaning I am not the pranas. Take it subjectively. Watch that you remain the same and the pranas are coming and going. So that which is, the rule is that which is coming and going is inert. That which is coming and going is impermanent, and that which is not coming and going is the permanent one. So I am not the pranas. Then na vai panchavayuhu, not in I am also not the five vital airs. Which are the five vital airs? Prana, apana, vyana, udana, saman. Pran is the one when it reaches 10 fingers away from your nostrils, the common air becomes pran when it enters. Then that air which helps you defecate, that is apan. Prana, apan, vyana. Vyana is that air, same one air from outside, when it goes in, it becomes fivefold. Vyana is that air within which helps the blood to move around, takes the nutritions to different parts of the body. Then pranapan vyan udan. Udan is that air which is always moving upwards, like hiccups, sneeze, and so on, burping. And saman. Saman is that air which helps in digestion, keeps moving in the stomach. I am none of these five. There are five more sub airs, kurma, sarpa, etc. But here only five. In other words, first it was told as the prana, which was the main one, and then that one becomes five. That also I am not, because of which this body is maintained. Then next one is nava sapta dhatuhu, not also the seven materials out of which this body is made. What is body made out of? It is made out of bones, bone marrow, blood, fecal matter, urine, and tissue and phlegm. Seven things. Na sapta dhatuhu. These seven things the body is made up of. I am not that also, because they are also continuously changing. Then next, nava panchakoshaha. Panchakosha, I am not the panchakoshas, I am not the five sheaths. The annamaya kosh is the gross body, pranamaya kosh is the vital air, manomaya kosh is the mind sheath, Vijnanmaya Kosh is the intellectual sheath and Anandmaya Kosh is the bliss sheath. I am none of these five bodies. All these five, what I just mentioned, constitute the inert matter. They are not consciousness. Who knows these? I know these. I have a gross body. I know that the airs are coming and going out. I know the emotions are coming and going. I know the concepts are coming and going, or thoughts are formed and deformed, or they go out of existence. I know I go into deep sleep and come out of it. So who are you? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham Nava Panchakoshaha or Navak Panipadam. Now, not also the organs of action. Organs of action, Vak Panipadam, the organ of speech is Vak, and Panipadam is neither hands nor legs. In other words, organs of action at the gross body level, that's only gross body level, are speech, hands, legs, anus, and genitals. These are the five with which we interact with the stimuli of the world. We interact, we hold, we catch, we affect. Whereas these are the five: seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting. These are jnanendriyas, where knowledge takes place. But this book I am holding, if I don't have a hand, I can't hold the book. So these are the karmendriyas. Karmendriyas is organs of action. So speech, hands, legs, etc. These also I am not. Nacha upasthapayu, and not, okay, it continues. Na vakpani padham na chopasthapayu. Chopasthapayu, again he is talking about the organs, and not the genital organs nor the anus. So in the first part of the line, na vakpani padam, I am not the speech, not the hands, not the legs, and also upastha and payu, that is genitals and anus. Then who am I? That remains the question. Is that a question? It's a stupid question. Who am I? Everyone knows they are. Nobody knows that they are not. See? So why would you say, who am I? Because we have read Ramana Maharishi, so we want to ask, who am I? Nobody can say I am not. But yes, that who am I is valid when we do not know the correct identity of ourselves. We move around in this world with considering ourselves to be the gross body or the five sheets. So here Adi Shankaracharya is reminding us that none of these equipments with which this body is made up of, the five sheets, the five airs, the five organs of action, the five organs of knowledge, that means the sense perceptions, all these I am not. In the previous he said what? Mano buddhi chitta ankara nam. The intellect which is constituting of mind, intellect, memory and ego, that I am not. But here he is coming down. He is coming to the gross body level. And in this way, all the above together, the panch pranas, the seven materials that go into making the gross body, the panchakoshas, the karmendriyas, they all put together make the gross body, the physical body that you have. All these put together make it the gross body, and in this gross body there is a person who's owning this gross body. Who is that? I am. So are you the owner of gross body, or are you the reflected consciousness in this gross body, or are you the pure consciousness which is supporting this gross body? So it is very important to come to the correct identity. Most of the people are not even in any of these three options that I have given. They are only lost in father, mother, daughter, sister, which is beyond the gross body. It's an imagination. Yes, no doubt, body is also an imagination of the mind. But we consider ourselves to be a relation, and all the problems are for that personality. If you are a father, the problems from the son. If you are a husband, problems from the wife, or joys from the wife, continuously are fluctuating. If we consider ourselves to be the speech, and suddenly I got a sore throat and I'm not able to give a lecture, again this also becomes a problem of uh, today the sound is coming out very nicely, another time arey yaar patavas, broken record, uh, scratched record. And same thing, now if the joint is hurting, oh my leg is not right, and it goes on. Because why? Identification. So we have to maintain a disposition wherein we are, while moving in and through this world, through this body, don't consider ourselves to be this body, but come to our correct identity, and that is Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. Chit is conscious, Ananda is bliss. It is conscious bliss. It is not inert bliss. Inert bliss is when you become happy because of thoughts, when you become happy because of emotions, when you become happy because of memories, when you become happy because things went the way you wanted. You become happy when the body is satisfied with the food. You're happy because your glasses came off and you can still see everything clearly. You're happy because you took the coronavirus injection and now you feel you are immune for the virus. All this is not the Ananda. This is second hand Ananda. This is second hand joy. Chidananda, conscious bliss. Bliss does not come from any object outside in the world, whether it is an object or it is a relation. Whether that relation is with the people, or it is your relation with your body, or your five senses, or your five koshas, or your organs of action, or your mind, intellect, memory, ego. No. Or even if it is God, as long as He is outside. Joy does not come from it. It is an imagined joy. Joy's source is only one, and that source is the divine, and that divine expresses as the self within this body. Actually, that opposite is true. Body is, but here, okay, let's take it this way, because we want to get there. We want to be that. So what is that because of which this body is alive? That is the divine principle, that is the self. And when I become conscious of that, without thoughts, without any support of the body, without the senses, without the emotions, without the feelings, without the thoughts, and I come to recognize my true identity, that hey man, I have always been the resultant bliss, which is uncaused. It is not because of something you are becoming happy. No, your nature is that of bliss. It is only that because we consider ourselves to be the mind gets something what it wants, the desire is satisfied, the mind goes back to the bliss, goes back to the self, And experience is the bliss, because self is of the nature of bliss. Bliss is not in the mind. So recognize that you are not a slave of objects which you consider are the source of happiness. No, I am the conscious bliss. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham 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 Shivoham. I am Shiva, I am Shiva, or Shiva also means auspiciousness, blessedness. This conscious bliss is of the nature of auspiciousness, of blessedness, and that I am. That I was, that I am, that I will continue to be. I can never fall from that divine pedestal, because that is my true identity, that is my true nature. I'll read once, contemplate on this, and sit. Keep your back, neck, and head in a straight line, eyes closed, smile on your lips. Take a few deep breaths and settle down. Fingers interlocked, a happy disposition. No thoughts of past or future, coming into the utter present. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham na cha shrotra jivhe na cha grana netre na cha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayuhu Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Na cha prana sanjnyo na vai panchavayuhu न वा सप्तधातुर् न वा पञ्चकोशाः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्